Okay, this is my 76 Dodge Charger, Cordova style. The spark plugs are running a little rich, but generally they'll get some ash on them. Right now they're just rich from not being run enough. But they get some ash from because the valve seals on this are, I'm pretty sure, are non-existent. I'm going to take it and put positive seals. Usually I use Hughes, or I use the engine brands from Rock Auto. It's got a .625 guide. They also did this on the LA engines later on, the roller engines. I'm going to take the shaft off, and I'm going to add air to this, and I'm going to show you exactly how to change these valve seals. Pretty easy, not that hard. It makes a good improvement on, because when you get ash and stuff on the spark plug, you'll get misfiring, and you don't want oil consumption anyway. And this is an original 360 with about 75,000 miles on it from 1976. After you've taken the valve cover off, you can start to take the shaft off. You can leave the push rods exactly where they are. Start with the center a little bit at a time. Pretty tough. A little bit at a time. I'm going to get my longer ratchet. Gives me more of a leverage. More leverage with this guy. A little bit at a time. Just crack them. Crack that one. Crack the one over here in the corner. All the way at the back of the engine. Till they loosen. And then you can take them all out. And just keep them in order. Put the shaft out of the way. As you can see, the holes keep the push rods in place, so there's no problem there. There's a hole here and a hole here. It's a good idea. Take some blue shop towels or any type of paper towel and just put that in there. This way, when you're taking the locks apart, if you drop a lock, it won't go in the engine. You'd have to have really bad luck for one of them to slip through these little tiny holes here and get in there. Just take your time and relax. Don't panic. Okay, put these in there. This will keep, just in case you make a mistake. And the good thing about these LAs is everything stays in place while you're doing this. Now I'm going to set up the tool to do these and put the air from the compressor. Now you could also take a piece of rope, a long, thin piece of rope, fill that hole in, turn the crank, and compress the rope up against the valves, and that'll hold the valves in place. And you don't need a compressor. That's the way we used to do them in NYC on the street. But I got a compressor, so I don't need to do that trick. Okay, set the tool up. Then it goes between the two right here. These are the bolts that you were working on the shaft. Or you can find some bolts that you have that'll fit as well. You don't necessarily need to have it set up at top dead center. You're not checking for anything. You're not checking for a leak down or anything. You just want to keep the valves closed. My hose, this is an old setup that my father had. God rest his soul. And all I do is screw it in. This is going to be the regular millimeter. Make sure it has a nice tight seal. On this one I included a valve, so you'll see the engine move over when I add air. Alright, before you put the air in, you want to tap on these valves. Get them a little loose. It's okay to tap them with this because it's a soft face hammer. And the interface here with this, it's not too bad, you're not going to hurt anything. Now we'll put the air on. As you can see, the air is on. The valve should... See, you don't want the valve to open. If the valve's opening, then that's a problem. What we have here... You obviously have air. The valve is moving. Not good, not good. Okay, after repeatedly tapping on the valve to get the lock to loosen, we finally got it to come apart a little bit. And we take the locks out with the magnet. We do not want to lose the locks. Roll the magnet. I'll be right back. Alright, let's go get the other side of this. There's the other keeper. And there comes that spring. And to the side, as you can see, the valve seal. This is what's left of the valve seal. Hard as a rock. These are the umbrella style seals. They're always a pain. They always leak. And these are single springs. It's another thing you want to check. If you got double springs, you want to make sure that the seal fits inside. You don't want to take that chance. You can do these measurements prior to, like just do one cylinder, see what everything measures. You can measure the guide if you want with calipers. And I'm pretty sure this is a 65. And of course I'm going to clean out all the old seal. Now on here I have these are from Hughes engines, right here. And these are from Engine Tech. They're two different sizes. At least for the guide, they're two different sizes. One's a lot larger than the other, as you can see, as you can tell. And we'll try both, see if this larger one fits. Okay, that one does fit. I want to just pull that one out because I want to look. You always cover them with oil. The little parts of the steel that's going to go over the stem, but you don't want to tear it. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Put a little oil on this one. And see, I'm pretty sure this one's not going to fit. Okay. So the Engine Tech ones actually fit here. These, I think, the Hughes ones I got for a big block, regular iron heads. So I'll be using the Engine Tech ones. And the same thing, you put some oil on them, you slip them on. And you take your spark plug socket, or a socket that fits around the OD, and just lightly tap it onto the guide, and there you go, you're done on the first one. The rest are going to be exactly the same way. I'm not going to bore you with doing the rest, I'm just showing how to do one. As you can see, you put the spring back on, like so. You put the keepers back on. Now you know why you want to make sure. You know that the tapered end goes in first. Make sure the lock goes all the way in. Now you can see I dropped that one a little bit. Sure it goes all the way in the groove. And take this one, and you can rotate it and install the other one on the other side. Again, take your time. It's no rush. This is a job in no rush. Make sure your locks are in place like you see there. You see the depth of that. You can look at another intake one and do the same thing. This is exhaust. This is our intake. Exhaust is on this side. Now these seals are not as important on the exhaust, but they still help. They're more important on the intake because the intake is drawing in the charge. And when it's drawing in the charge, if there's no seal there, it's just going to suck all the oil in every single time. And that's what's been happening with this engine. And what happens is you get ash deposit, white, crusty deposits on the spark plug. You get misfiring, lower gas mileage, all that fun stuff. And of course, you see what I'm doing? I'm tapping it, seating that lock. You see? Now I'm going to turn the air off. Release the air. And I'm going to tap the valve. And she's set. Same thing for the rest of these valves, and it'll be done. This is just a quick thing, not that quick, but quick enough, where it just shows you what I was doing and getting it done. You're thinking the engine's done, it's misfiring, it's bad. You got good compression. You got 150 psi, 170 psi, with about 5 pounds maybe variation. You've got a good engine. You got oil burning, you either have this problem here with the valve seals and it's burning it out when the engine starts up, okay? Or you've got the valley, the China wall. Sometimes that gasket will start to deteriorate and it'll suck in air and oil. Also, check your PCV system. Make sure that's nice and clean. Hope this helps and save you an engine and not have to rebuild something that really doesn't need to be rebuilt and can be reused. I mean, my 87 roller cam sat in the dirt for 2 years. I pulled it out, cleaned it up, and it's been in my truck for 8 years. And all it needed was valve seals, period. Thanks for watching.